Hello, fellow king, and welcome back. So, day 30 of NoFap, no nut, retention, right? Challenge. Um, what can I talk about it, right? So, this is my personal experience, first of all, and today's day 30. That's why I'm recording this video. And I'll start with the benefits, right? So, there's three main benefits. First one is confidence. You're feeling a lot more confident because since you're keeping all of your sexual energy inside as a man, uh, it kind of builds up, right? And it builds you up as a man, right? And you're feeling a lot more full and fulfilled. Well, not maybe fulfilled, but yeah, I guess fulfilled. You're feeling more full, like as a man, and it makes you more confident. You feel kind of bigger. You feel kind of stronger, and not particularly like in a muscle sense or like a physical sense, but you're like sort of like aura. It builds, right? And you feel a lot more confident in like maybe stressful situations or talking to strangers, right? That's from my experience. And in talking to people you know as well, you feel like you have nothing to hide from them. You're just confident in your own skin. Yeah, so the confidence comes down to just basically feeling more masculine, feeling more like a man. Second benefit is mental clarity, right? So how would I describe this, right? So since when you're not on retention, you're either, watching some adult material or you have like some sexual experiences with like females or males or whatever, right? But you're releasing, right? And when you're not partaking in that particular in those particular activities, right? In the material or in the sexual acts themselves, uh, you're still sometimes thinking about it, right? You might get like a thought, oh damn, I should go and masturbate or something, or damn, I should go and get a girl, I'm not gonna go really explicit about this, but you get what I mean. And you're getting those thoughts, right? And once you're on the NoFap journey, the first couple of weeks, it might kind of those thoughts go up a lot more because you're starting to like get urges a lot more. But then like right now I'm on about like the third week, about like 20 days in to right now is 30 days. It starts to go down, and at like 30 days I'm not feeling as much, not feeling as sexualized, right? My mind has desexualized. And as a result of that, I can focus a lot better on other things, like whatever things, anything else but the sexual thoughts and desires, right? Because they no longer have that strong of a hold on me, and that's actually probably one of the biggest benefits, right? Of just desexualizing yourself, your mind, and your body, and getting used to not being stimulated by those things as often or at all, right? Does that make sense? Like imagine it if it was like a chain, right? Your whole addiction to those things, sexual things. It's kind of like a chain, and you might think, oh, I'm not addicted, or it's natural, and yeah, it is natural in a nature sense, right? Not adult material, but making love, right? That's natural. But then again, if you're doing it every day and you're releasing every day or every other day, then it's that's not how might be how nature evolved. That's maybe how like men evolved, right? They'd go like raiding a village and they'd go and do it multiple times a day, get like lots of women pregnant. But that you're not raiding a village, right? You're just going with your partner every day, and nothing wrong with that. But also, once you get away from that, you realize, damn, that's a lot of like wasted time. There is, of course, like benefits from you know making love, right, to your partner, like the pair bonding and getting close or whatever, having a connection. But there is a point where it becomes too much, or maybe not too much, but when you could be doing other more useful things in your life, right? There's only so much you can pair bond with like one person. Yeah, so the third benefit is energy. Your energy, basically, your energy levels go up, right? You kind of, since again, your sexual energy is energy. Once you stop releasing it, you feel a lot more energized. One thing I've noticed is I get a lot better sleep, and I kind of have to sleep less. Well, I don't have to, but I don't need as much sleep to feel well rested. Um, Also, my stamina has gone up, like running, running and jogging or whatever. That has improved. My performance has improved in working out, in doing cardio, and in working out, my strength has improved. Um, Basically, just more energy, and I can work out a lot longer and a lot more vigorously than I was able to when I wasn't on retention. So yeah, if you're trying to gain like muscle, or maybe lose weight or whatever, or just whatever, if you're trying to build your body into the like some shape that isn't what it is right now, if you have like a goal, bodybuilding goal, it could, or like an athlete goal, right? Maybe you're competing somewhere in like some sports, like martial arts or something, or just like triathlons or something, whatever. Anything that's sport related, right? You'll definitely see the benefits of a retention in sports, right? And physical activity. Um, and another thing, right? And from the benefits, you can definitely, going back to like the mental clarity, you'll definitely get more focus. Like you can more easily focus your mind onto like one activity and do it a lot better, with a lot more like mindfulness to it. This might have been also a benefit of just meditation, because I did meditate practically every day of this journey. And other like breathwork practices, gratitude journaling in general. These are other just like good practices to have, but they do help on the journey. And let's get into the challenges, right? So the number one challenge is going to be the sexual urges, obviously, because since your mind was sexualized, for you to desexualize you'll first have to stop doing those activities, which is where the NoFap comes from. No PMO. PMO is like, well, P is the adult material, M is the self-pleasuring, and O is the end, the orgasm, right? So no PMO, right? At first, your urges to PMO will spike up. Like the first, I think on day like 4 or 5, it starts to like really, you start to feel it. Day 7, you feel like you're Superman, but then second week until like day 14, kind of like fluctuates, and then the third week from 14 to like 21, again you get like a day that I'm good. You get like a day like, damn, I gotta go, and but around the 3 week mark to a month, that's when it just goes down. And right now I'm kind of at like the lowest point of urges probably in like years, I guess. Yeah, and it's actually quite like liberating. You feel a lot more free. Yeah, but that's one of the challenges, right? The urges, they do come and go, and remember, they do come, but they also go. So you don't have to fall into the urge and go back to your old habits, right? Stay strong, king. Then another challenge is finding motivation, right? You have to. This is like very important. If you want to do a week, 30 days, 90 days, or start this like as a lifetime habit, right, of just retention, you have to have a motivation in here, right, in your head or in your heart or whatever. Basically, you have to have some motive to do it. If you're not motivated, if you don't have any motive, if you're just doing it for the memes, right, if you're doing it just to get like some validation, then that's not the right motive. You got to do it for yourself. Got to do it for like, yeah, I want to do more in life. I want to find out what I'm actually capable of. What is my potential? What is my like limit? What is my peak? And like that was basically my motivation. I wanted to know like what would actually happen if I stopped releasing my energy and just kept it in and used it on other, you know, other things. Focused on my self-development, on my self-improvement journey. Yeah. So that's my motivation, but you've got to find yours. Yours could be the same, right? You could be on, self-development, self-improvement, like a spiritual journey, right? But, it might not be that. It might be just to get girls. And that's perfectly fine if that's what you want. But then again, remember, if you're trading one addiction for another, if you're trading a, adult material addiction to just like a regular, making love or sex addiction to maybe one partner, maybe multiple partners, whatever, that's not a big improvement. Like, I'm speaking from experience. It's not a big improvement. It's still the same trap, just you're getting more like dopamine. You're feeling, I guess, more fulfilled, but it's not actual fulfillment, because what is fulfillment for a man is his purpose. His purpose in life, yes. His goals, his aspirations, not bedding females, not releasing onto a screen, or just maybe not even a screen, but still releasing. That's not your purpose in life. That can't be your purpose. Yeah. Another challenge is kind of like loneliness, but that's not exactly a challenge of retention. That's kind of might be a challenge for you. For me, as personally, that was the case, because I used to, I did the deed, released, didn't retain, because I felt lonely, and that was just my problem, and that was my sort of coping mechanism of dealing with that loneliness. But realistically, it was just me running from myself, kind of like with any addiction, like with smoking or drinking or doing any drugs, right? Usually you're just running from yourself. And if your life was great, you wouldn't need to drink. If your life was great, you wouldn't need to smoke. So if your life was great, you wouldn't need to release your energies. You wouldn't need to seek sexual behaviors, right? It would probably, if you had like a goal, right, in life, if you had something worthwhile, like something you could reach for, then you'd probably not even want to do that, right? And that's the main thing. You gotta find your goal, find your purpose. I recommend, like, at first you might think, once I find my purpose, then I'll get on retention. No. Once you get on retention, you'll find your purpose. First start with the retention, and then you'll find your purpose, right? You might find your purpose when you're not retaining, right? I'm not saying this is like a direct rule, but it will make it easier, because again, the whole focus and the mental clarity that you get, like way less sexual thoughts and way less of that, bull, right? So you'll get a lot more processing power, thinking about what you want to do in life and what you want to reach and what are your goals and aspirations and your purpose. And it'll come to you. It won't come like that, but it'll come to you sooner or later. It will come to you. You just have to stop distracting yourself and running away from yourself and go towards yourself, right? Don't go to social media. Don't go to adult sites. Don't go to, just go to a room or like to nature in like peace and quiet. Get a journal and start journaling. Start meditating. And that's how that's how you find yourself. Anyway, this video was about NoFap, not about finding yourself. That's a whole different topic that I could talk about more. But for this video, I'm kind of, that's that. One thing, I challenge you, the viewer, the king. You need to do 30 days NoFap challenge. You need to do it. Retain, and see the benefits for yourself. Experience them for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. You need to do it, right? Not even 30 days. You can do 90 days. You can do as much as you want. right? But start with 30 days. Honestly, like, it'll change your life. You'll see, right? Just do it honestly. No PMO, no adult material, no pleasuring yourself, or, and no orgasm, no releasing, right? You'll see. All right, take care.